evening and welcome to this edition of Newsleader on 6. Today is Tuesday, September 3rd, 2013. I'm Jim Fuller.
And I'm Chip Ramsey with the Saturday Independent newspaper. In tonight's news, a new Tennessee walking horse world grand champion was named in Shelbyville on Saturday night. Inspection numbers following the show indicate that critics of the walking horse industry were dead wrong. The Manchester community is stepping up to help two young residents who were seriously injured in a motorcycle accident. And the Tullahoma High School Wildcats got their first win of the season last Friday night. We'll have all these stories and more on tonight's Newsleader on 6. Stay tuned.
What was that? That's the 2013 model year blowout sale going on now right here at Stan McNabb Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac. Right now you can get the 2013 Chevy Silverado for $9,000 off. No way! $9,000 off? That's right. And you can get the 2013 Chevy Impala for $6,000 off. With hundreds of new and pre-owned vehicles to choose from, do yourself a favor and get the Stan McNabb Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac. And remember, if anyone can, Stan can.
Say I'll love you forever at Woodard's Diamond Showroom inside Northgate Mall of Tullahoma.
In the past, you would never find television outside its natural habitat, the family room. But now, Charter has released it into the wild.
Look there, a live ESPN baseball game at the beach.
CNN in a laundromat. Oh, True Blood on HBO. I'm donating blood.
Now Charter gives you over 20 digital networks available on the go, more than ever before, all at no extra charge with Charter TV.
The Disney Channel on a joke. Are you seeing this?
Welcome back. A new Tennessee walking horse world grand champion was named in Shelbyville on Saturday night. That honor went to I Am Jose, trained and ridden by Casey Wright, who had just been crowned Trainer of the Year earlier in the evening. I Am Jose is owned by Billy and Debbie Woods of Lexington, Tennessee. This team was the winner of the 4-year-old stallion preliminary last Sunday night and elected to pass on the junior championship this Friday evening to come back for the world grand championship on Saturday. Performance horses competing for the World Grand Championship typically are 5 years old or older. It was the first time since the late 60s that a 4-year-old horse had won the Grand Championship. An interesting note, since it was after midnight when they were crowned, it actually took place on Wright's birthday, September 1st. They scored this win with the approval of all 5 judges. Reserve honors went to He's by the Blue with Chad Williams riding for Dr. Jim and Kay Green of Meridian, Mississippi. Mr. Heisman, ridden by Brandy Mills, was third in the class. Mr. Heisman is owned by Randall and Sadie Baskin of Franklin, Tennessee.
Unfortunately, a lot of media attention prior to and during the celebration focused on alleged abuse of the horses. Post-show inspection numbers, however, tell a much different story. The WalkingHorseReport.com website reported on Monday that 1,893 horses were presented for pre-show inspection this year. Of those, only 30 horses were disqualified from competition prior to showing. That means that 98.4% of horses inspected by federal and industry inspectors were in compliance with the Federal Horse Protection Act. An analysis of the violations shows that 20 to 30 were either scar, unilateral, or bilateral sensitivity. Most of those other violations were either technical or non-HPA violations.
Dream Tullahoma has started the installation of the smaller jet planes on utility poles in Tullahoma. Newsleader's John Gray caught up with Tullahoma Alderman and Dream Tullahoma's Executive Director Mike Stanton for this story. Let's watch.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is one of the planes that is being mounted on utility poles around Tullahoma, and it's part of the branding of Tullahoma as a aerospace city of excellence. And the Tullahoma Utility Board is installing the planes on their power poles around town, and it's going to make a colorful, wonderful entrance into Tullahoma and down Jackson Street and in the business areas. And had been waiting for quite some time on an approval of the hanging system. Now there's Alderman Mike Stanton with Dream Tullahoma, and he is over assisting the utility board in the installation of one of the airplanes. Mike's been a real promoter of this project and worked hard for this day, and I know he's a happy man. Now this is a picture of the hanging apparatus that has taken about a year to get approved to put these planes up off the utility poles here in Tullahoma. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm now with Mike Stanton, who's an alderman in Tullahoma and also the chairman of Dream Tullahoma, and it is a great day for him because these planes that you see are going up around town. And Mike, how happy are you?
I'm really happy. I'm telling you, this has been a 5-year project. It's kind of hard to believe it take this long to put up planes, but back in February 2008 is when we started, and I've got a great committee. We're just really excited. Of course, we're very grateful. Tullahoma Utility Board is putting these planes up for us. We have 49 to put up, and we're beginning right here at this corner of Jackson and Carroll, and putting 4 up in the intersections straight through the middle of town, and then we're going to put some singles up in between. And some of them will be in front of businesses that have purchased these planes. Some of them are just citizens in the city who don't have a particular place to put them, and we're going to put them up for them. But most of them are going to be on Jackson Street. Most of them. All right. Well, Mike, congratulations. I know you have work to do. Don't get too hot. And let Tullahoma fly high, buddy. Thank you, John. I appreciate very much you being here. Sure do.
Stay with us. We'll be back in just a moment with more Newsleader on 6.
On the train test range, the search for any possible weakness continues. It's hard to stop a train. Really hard. Train, the most reliable for a reason.
Hello, my name is Joe Stroop with Stroop's Accurate Refrigeration. I'm here to talk to you about a couple incentives that are going on between now and the end of the year. First is your federal tax credit up to $300. Secondly, 0% financing up to 15 months on XL products. Third, fall promotion up to $1,100. Finally, $500 incentives from your local power distributor. Please give us a call at 455-8757. Thank you.
Let the Smokehouse be your mountain getaway destination in beautiful Monteagle, Tennessee. Enjoy our cabins, restaurant, and old general store. Shop thesmokehouse.com featuring homemade barbecue sauces, jellies, and many other fine Tennessee products. Our live Music on the Mountain series features some of the best local and Nashville talent every Friday and Saturday night, 6:30 p.m. No cover, kids welcome.
Looking for a unique gift for someone special, or perhaps something just for yourself? Then you need to check out Grady Mac Denim Company, right here in the heart of Tullahoma. Grady Mac features the full line of men's and women's Lucky brand apparel. Stop in and check out our denim production line. Grady Mac offers a full line of outdoor sporting apparel and much more. And check out our custom fly fishing equipment, fine art, and signed sports memorabilia. There's something for everyone at Grady Mac Denim Company, the most unique store in Tullahoma.
Welcome back. Manchester police arrested a member of the Coffee County High School varsity football team last Thursday night, just hours before the star was to suit up for an away game at Ray County High School. According to a police report, the player was arrested along with his stepfather, C.L. Brown, age 46, of Manchester, on 3 counts of marijuana distribution. 10 pounds of pot and several weapons were seized at Brown's home just outside the Manchester city limits. The Coffee County Sheriff's Department assisted with the seizure. Police executed a search warrant after 3 alleged buys. The youth was arrested in a vehicle away from his home. 1 other student was with him but not charged with any crime. Brown was charged with 3 counts of sale of marijuana over 1 pound, possession of marijuana for resale, 6 counts of contributing to the delinquency of a minor, and possession of firearms by a felon. He is in the Coffee County Jail on a $285,000 bond. Both Brown and the juvenile were charged with selling drugs near a school, a charge that could bring a much longer sentence should they be convicted.
Ashley Morgan and Andrew Floyd, 2 young people injured in a motorcycle accident 2 weeks ago, are getting some help from the Manchester community to help with medical expenses. An event was held Friday night prior to the fireworks display. Let's watch video from that event.
Duncan booth tonight to raise money for Andrew Floyd and Ashley Morgan. They are 2 young people from Manchester who were in a motorcycle accident. They were hit by a motorist who had no insurance, and they have significant health bills that we're trying to raise money for. So please come down and do the dunking tank so that we can raise money to help pay for their medical bills.
Now, you've got a band here tonight, too. Is that associated
with the fundraiser? We have 3 bands here, but that is really associated with our show that we're doing for our fireworks. But we do encourage people to come. And also, if they can't come down to the dunking booth tonight, if they would like to make a donation, they can go to the Manchester Police Department. Andrew Floyd is the son of Adam Floyd, our assistant police chief, and that would be very helpful.
And you've got some pretty important people, I understand, coming down here to do this dunking booth.
Well, we have Police Chief Mark Yother is going to be there in the dunking booth. So is our Fire Chief George DeShields. I'm going to be in the dunking booth, so all those people who'd like to come down and take aim at Bonnie Gamble, come on down, because it's for a good cause.
Andrew and Ashley was involved in a motorcycle accident 2 weeks ago Thursday in Pelham. A lady, 70-year-old woman from Tracy City, run a stop sign at Highway 50 and Highway 41 and T-bone Andrew and Ashley on their motorcycle. They were traveling into Manchester on 41 and had the right-of-way. The lady that struck them was uninsured, driving on a revoked driver's license, and Andrew and Ashley suffered very serious injuries from the wreck. They were both airlifted to Erlanger in Chattanooga in 2 different helicopters. Ashley suffered 3 broken bones, all the bones in her leg, basically, the major bones, and had titanium rods placed in all 3, and spent a few days in ICU to get her lungs regulated and her breathing regulated, and had a couple rough days, but she rebounded, and they let her go home, and she's now at home, and Leslie Trussler with Star Therapy is doing her outpatient surgery, and Dr. Trussler's helping her with any of the medical visits that she has to do. And Andrew, my son, this week was his first week in Siskin Rehabilitation Hospital, which is part of Erlanger, is attached to Erlanger. Today was his 5th day in rehab. He's done very good. He's ahead of schedule. He's got several broke bones on the left side of his body, his arm, legs, pelvis. Had some major trauma to his pelvis. Endured almost a 10-hour surgery to repair his arms and his arm and his leg. And 2 days later had a 13-hour surgery to repair his pelvis. Both of those seem to be successful surgeries, and now we're in the rehabilitation phase. His arm suffered a pretty traumatic injury to a nerve that hampers his function of his hands and his fingers, and the nerve didn't get severed, but it was damaged pretty bad. There's no timetable on how long that'll take to heal, if it will heal. And his pelvis and leg suffered pretty serious injuries. He's no weight bearing on his left leg for 2.5 months at a minimum. So him and Ashley both have a long road ahead of them of recovery, but they're both young and healthy and doing a great job and doing what they have to do to get better.
Stay with us. We'll be right back in just a moment.
Have you heard the news? The Russell Barnett Ford family has expanded to 2 separate locations. That's Russell Barnett Ford of Tullahoma and Russell Barnett Ford of Winchester. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. That means 2 times the customer service and 2 times the inventory. So no matter where you're located, let the Russell Barnett Ford family make your next vehicle purchase a great one. 2 times the inventory, 2 times the customer service. That's the Russell Barnett Ford of Tullahoma and Winchester. Why buy anywhere else?
Are you a shoeanista with no place local to find your style? Well, now you don't have to travel any further than Bren's Shoe Boutique, located at the Village on Jackson, 1940 North Jackson Street, Suite 120 in Tullahoma. From funky to formal, you can find the fit and style that will make you smile at Bren's. A shoeanista herself, owner Brenda Kemp offers brands like Rocket Dog, Jessica Simpson, Mia, Nine West, J. Renee, Bandolino, and more. Want that accessory splash that none of your friends have? Bren's offers a selection of one-of-a-kind handbags and jewelry with just the right bling. So if your shoe selection doesn't stack up, find what you've been looking for at a price you can afford at Bren's Shoe Boutique, now open in Tullahoma.
Welcome back. One of the big highlights for many of the fans of the recently concluded National Walking Horse Celebration in Shelbyville, Tennessee, is sampling the Optimist Club donuts. Channel 6's Marilyn Ewing brings us this story about the history of the famous donuts. Let's watch.
Here on the celebration grounds, it's the 75th annual Tennessee Walking Horse National Celebration. I'm Marilyn Ewing, just outside the Optimist Club booth. It is the world famous donuts. Of course, people drop by from all over the country, all over the world to grab some of these donuts. We are privileged to have with us from the Optimist Club Mr. Earl Hewitt. We want to say hello and welcome.
Good morning.
Yes, how are you?
I'm doing fine. Doing fine.
Hanging in there.
I got donut mix under my fingernails. I got.
Now let's talk about those donuts, because a lot of people are confused whether it's just homemade from scratch or is there a mix that we should know about.
Really, I don't know the ingredients of the mix. The company that makes the mix for us is we're their only customer they have right now, and I don't know what I can't. If I had it, I probably couldn't disclose it.
Absolutely. Yeah. You are the exclusive customer. How did you acquire this?
The gentleman owned the company prior to this was named Mr. Yearout, and Mr. Yearout was a batter salesman. And this was just his sidelines, the cake batter, and so. But we acquired it through George Baker, a gentleman here in Shelbyville, and in fact, we used Mr. Baker's machine the first couple of years. He loaned us his machine, and we did well, and so it bloomed from there.
No possibility of duplicating this mix at all? No one has ever tried?
No. Not to my knowledge. If they did or do, I don't know.
Also, I wanted to ask if there's a means and way of individuals maybe contacting someone in the Optimist Club if by chance they're wanting to become a member or learn a little bit more about it or help out in the booth each year.
Yeah, they can come by the booth and ask. We've got word of the mouth information that will get them started being a member. So we don't have any pamphlets or anything to pass out, but we definitely can tell them.
Sure. Is there a phone number that you can go and give us?
Well, call mine. Mine's 684-4838, and I don't mind giving it out if they call if they're interested in joining our club.
All right. Very good. Mr. Hewitt, thank you so much for your time. I know you're getting busy and going to get busier and such, and we just appreciate you kind of giving us a little insight on that donut. I'm going to jump back there and see if I can find a little bit more on what you didn't tell me.
Okay. Well, we certainly appreciate you putting us on there where we can spread the word a little bit.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Earl Hewitt, we are inside or just outside the Optimist Club booth right here at the 75th Annual Tennessee Walking Horse National Celebration.
Don't forget to tune into this week's Living Show tonight at 6:30 p.m., Thursday morning at 9 a.m., and Thursday, Friday, and Saturday evening at 6:30 p.m. This week's guests include Tullahoma Animal Shelter's Doggy of the Month. Darrell Welch will be here to report about his appointment at Motlow Community College, and Kim Delaney and Multi-County Cancer Support people who will be here to let you know where to look for help if you or a loved one is battling cancer. All that and more on this week's Living. We'll be right back in a moment with more Newsleader on 6.
The highest standard of integrity delivers stability and honor. It's established over time. You know when you see it. You know when you feel it. There's a standard of integrity in healthcare. It's the Joint Commission Gold Seal of Approval. In 2003, Life Care Center of Tullahoma voluntarily achieved this accreditation and maintains it still today. Life Care, meeting a higher standard because residents matter most.
We're losing it, Doctor.
Not on my shift. Quickly, brush. Roller.
What a transformation. It's going to be okay.
Okay, nothing.
At Paintworks of Tullahoma, we specialize in domestic emergencies with Martin Senior Paints. You can be the paint doctor, too, when you treat your home with Martin Senior interior and exterior finishes.
Doctor, we've got another one.
Got you covered.
Paintworks of Tullahoma. Come see the paint doctor, Stat.
When you're running late headed to that sporting event or horse show and hungry but need gas, you don't have to choose which to get. Just stop at any Quick Mart where gas prices are normal and the food is outstanding. Burgers, fries, salads, sub sandwiches, chicken strips, egg rolls, even pizza can be picked up while the gas is pumping. Stop by any Quick Mart today and not only save time, but enjoy some good cooking, southern hospitality, and prices you can live with.
Welcome back. The Tullahoma Wildcats used explosive plays on offense to nab their first win of the season Friday night, a 43-27 victory over Stewart's Creek at Wilkins Stadium. Stewart's Creek, the first-year Class 3A Murfreesboro school, scored 21 points in the fourth period, but a couple of those touchdowns came after Wildcat coach John Olive had substituted liberally to give younger players some time on the field. The Cats led 36-13 early in the fourth quarter. The explosive night on offense started with Tullahoma's first play from scrimmage when Chris Potts Howard took the handoff on a wide receiver sweep and rambled 80 yards untouched for the score. Cole Potter ran in the two-point conversion. Early in the second period, Hunter Myers hooked up with Riley Darden for a 77-yard touchdown, and Hayden Hines' extra point made it 15-0, which is how it stood at the half. A 62-yard touchdown run by Star McCullum made it 22-0 early in the third quarter, and after Stewart's Creek scored on the 78-yard pass, Cole Potter converted a 3-yard run, and Joey Ortiz's extra point made it 29-6 entering the fourth quarter. The final Wildcat scores came on a 41-yard run by Jonathan Stovall and a 42-yard scamper by Jake Crabtree. The Wildcats are now 1-1 on the year, and they open District 8 play Friday night with a trip to Shelbyville to face the 2-0 Shelbyville Golden Eagles.
The Tullahoma Wildcat football team had their traditional opening home game tailgate party Friday night at Fraser McEwen Park. John Gray was there and brings us this video.
All right, this is the Tullahoma Wildcat tailgate party, and you can see this is before the first home game every year, and people are lining up, and the players will be signing autographs, and there'll be all kinds of activities going on. Here's these Wildcats right here. Let's look at them. Let's look at them. It's tailgate, home time.
Yeah, number one fan right here.
Number one fan right there. Hello, hello. There's Lee. Well, you know, boy. There's Mayor Curley. Good day, sir. Yeah, this is exciting. Okay, this is exciting right here. This is all these young people coming through here getting signatures from their Wildcat stars. Look at there. Look at that Pearson. Look at that Pearson boy right there. You know, they're lined up coming down through here. Cheerleaders are signing their names, and all these players are signing. It's a great thing. It's the tailgate party for the Tullahoma Wildcats, season 2013. You can see down through there. They're signing autographs for all of these young fans. Look at these beautiful cheerleaders here. You can hear the sound of the band coming. Here's the band on the other side. Playing the drums. see the line here. This is the line of children waiting to get autographs from the Tullahoma Wildcat football team. Yeah, this is great. It's not only the band and the cheerleaders and the dancers, but it's children playing on the swings, walking on the greenway, and on the rocket. They're in the rocket park. And, you know, this. And there's a beautiful blast from the past right there. Look at that great smile. Pump it up.
Pump it up, go ahead, go ahead. Pump it up, go ahead. Pump it up, go ahead, go ahead. Pump it up, go ahead. Pump it up, pump it up, pump it up. Pump it up, pump it up, pump it up. Pump it up, go ahead, go ahead. Pump it up, go ahead. Pump it up, go ahead, go ahead. Pump it up, go ahead.
I'd like to thank the band for coming. I know it's hot standing over there. This has been a tradition now since 1997, and I cannot tell you how hard I fought against it in 1997 because I was worried about whether we could play a football game after coming over here. But we've had great success over the years, and I appreciate the community turning out. I hope everybody has a great afternoon, and I hope the Wildcats have a great evening. Thank you very much.
And we'll be right back with your weather forecast after these messages.
Last month's sales were so good, I need cars now to restock my lot. I'm Keith Barnett at Russell Barnett Kia, and I've come up with a plan. It's my car bazaar. Whether you owe $1,000 or several thousand on that car that you hate, this car bazaar is here to help you out. You have a job and $149? My For the People credit approval process is here to help you out. Good credit, bad credit, no problem. Hurry in before the car bazaar ends. I'm Keith Barnett, and I'm the dealer for the people.
All right, the cat's out of the bag at Carroll Street Liquor in Tullahoma. Now you know where to go if you're planning a get-together and want the ideal wine or spirit. Party planning can be stressful, but at Carroll Street Liquor you'll find everything you need. Mixers, gift sets, and all of your favorite spirit brands. So if you're feeling the pressure to pull off the ideal party, come to Carroll Street Liquor and select among the seemingly endless supply of wines, spirits, gift sets, and more. Your perfect party, it's in the bag with Carroll Street Liquors.
From the beginning, the Corley quadruplets were completely identical. They did everything together. They even recorded the same shows on their DVR. Until one day. Fortunately, Charter offers 4 DVRs for only $19.99 a month. Now they can record and watch their own shows and live like the free-spirited individuals they've become. Get service on 4 DVRs for $19.99 a month with Charter.
Welcome back. We'll take a look at your weather forecast at this time, starting with your weather history on this day. Our record high was in 1954 at 98 degrees. The record low was in 1952 at 45 degrees. The average high on this day is 85, and the average low is 63. For tonight, look for mostly clear weather in the forecast with a low of around 63. Sunny weather expected for Wednesday with a high of 85 and a low of 64. Partly cloudy weather forecast for Thursday with a high of 85 and a low of 64. And that's our newsletter report for this evening. We invite you to join us each Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 6, 8, and 10 for Newsleader on 6. You have a good evening.
Have a great night.